All right, welcome back to Extreme. Welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to talk about Tesla financing. I got a newer update on it. I feel like I talk about Tesla financing a lot, but it's good, right? Because I'm just trying to show you guys what's the best deal out there, what's the best possible rate. And I recommended this newest credit union to someone because I wanted to see kind of, what's up, because looks like on their page they got good rates, and we have an answer. One of my viewers reached out to me asking for the best possible rate. They actually scheduled a call with me. I recommended them, and now they have come back and let me know. And I'm going to show you all of it because they asked me to make a video on it. So I'm going to show you guys the news. And there is a better rate than all the ones I recommended before, if you want this term. So we're going to talk about Tesla financing, how to beat Tesla financing, how to get the best possible rate. I'll do a quick recap of all the credit unions, and I'm going to bump this credit union up to better than the other ones. But let's just get into it real quick. But first, of course, let's roll that intro. All right, so I'm definitely going to become a pro at this. So let's see how quickly I can do this type of Tesla financing recap. So Tesla's expensive car. Model Y, I feel like most people are interested. I'm interested in one. I've had 3 Teslas so far, a Model 3, a Model Y, and a Model S. But I think I might calm down a little bit and go back to a Model Y just because that new comfort suspension is back or out. I feel like that might be good. But before we get into any of this, this video is actually sponsored by my Calendly link down below in the description. Please check that out if you're interested. But more on that later. So let's quickly recap. Tesla financing is super expensive. I mean, right now, if you were to finance a Tesla Model Y, you're going to get 4.99% APR at best. And yesterday we made a video about how rates are insane right now, because the national average for a new vehicle is 6.3%. In terms of how to beat it, how to get the best possible rate, you have to go through a credit union. So I've been recommending Tower Federal Credit Union for a bit now. They have good rates, 2.99% for 60 months, 3.49 for 72. There's a bunch of other ones on top of that, but I think we're going to stick to Tower Federal now because it's proven. I've used it. A bunch of my viewers have used it, but there's some news. So another one that another viewer actually put on to me was Labor Credit Union. They have decent rates as well. And this one actually stuck out to me because they had 2.74% for 65 months. And then if you want to go all the way to 88 months, they have 3.34%. That sounds insane because that's a long term. You could go 72 months at 3.34%. But I wasn't necessarily sure if this was 100% correct and if you could actually get it, because that sounds too good to be true, especially when rates are at 9.6% for used vehicles and 6.3% for new vehicles. Like these rates posted, like it says subject to, rates are current as of November 7th and subject to change. But I have a data point right now. Of course, it's like not a very huge one, but right now I have a viewer that reached out to me. He watched one of my videos in the past. I don't want to, oust him out, but he approved. He says, I want to thank you. I applied to Labor Credit Union in DC and was approved for 3.34%. And then everything was finalized on his end. They sent documents back and forth. And that's the thing with credit unions. They're not like for-profit banks where if you apply, they're going to go back to you, back and forth with you. You have to reach out to them to get your deal closed and pushed through and approved through underwriting. So I asked him simply, like, what term did you actually get? And he was actually given an option, which is actually pretty cool. At the 3.34% APR, he could choose 60 months, 72 months, and a staggering 84 months, which is insane. Like, I like an 84-month term, but I definitely don't like keeping it all the way to 84 months. But at the same time, if you can have that lower payment and then just aggressively pay off more each month, you have that flexibility and control, especially if it's at a low APR of 3.34%. I mean, I say low, it's relative, right? I mean, I would love it was in like that 2.74% for 8 months, but of course, that's not the posted rates right here. So really my recommendation is if you are getting a VIN and a Tesla VIN and you have a scheduled delivery date, apply to all the credit unions that you can, but definitely look out for Labor Credit Union and go for the 65 month at 2.74 or maybe even 72 month or 84 month at 3.34. I mean, it's not a bad idea. I mean, let's just roll the payments because I'm curious, right? Because I mean, I'll admit I'm in the market for a Tesla as well. I'm kind of waiting till January to see what happens with the tax credit and all that shakes out. But let's say worst case scenario, I have to buy a demo one because I don't care about the miles and I'm gonna get, you know, maybe a $2,000 discount. So my out the door is probably gonna be, let's just say worst case scenario, $70,000 for a Model Y. And if we were to finance it over 72 months or at 3.34%, let's see. So my payment, that's over $1,074, and my total interest will be $7,345 if I kept the Tesla that long for 72 months and if I paid the required minimum payment all the way up to 72 months. But let's see, if I move this to 84 months, will that actually make even a difference? I feel like it's not going to make a difference. What do you guys think? Let's just see. So 1074, 935. Okay, so about $130 less. That's not bad. That's a good chunk of change. That's some gas payments or maintenance, oil changes for your Tesla. I mean, I know that doesn't happen, but you know, it's definitely quite a bit of difference. I mean, I feel like that's the most I've ever, if I sign up for a Tesla, that's going to be the most I've ever paid for a Tesla. Well, technically not with the Model S. My Model 3 payment was, I think, like $888. My Model Y was a little bit more, like $932. And of course, the Model S is more an expensive car. I only kept it 5 months, but I drove like 6,000 miles in that 5 months. That was like over like $1,100, $1,200 at the end of the day. But still, like, I don't think I could afford any of the new prices that they're at for the Teslas. Like, they're all just super expensive because I'm just going to play curious. Let me build my own Model Y right now. If I were to build it again, I would go with black. I think black looks good. I never have had a white interior, unfortunately. So I think I would go for the white interior because I always pick like demo vehicles. And actually, that's actually funny because someone actually pointed out to me earlier today that there is no white interior demo or available inventory out there. So they're all black interior which is kind of interesting. I guess like white is still in demand for Teslas, but let's see, if I were to build it, I would definitely go with what I would go with 5-seater because 7-seater is, you know, I don't need it. And I would 100,000% go with the 19-inch rims because better ride quality. I love the look of the inductions. Actually, I don't know. Maybe I'll go with the inductions. The inductions look better. I feel like if I went 19s, I would just take the hubcaps off, paint them black, and it's basically the same freaking car at the end of the day. Same rim at the end of the day. So my car is, yeah, it's expensive. Like, what is this? If we go to payment and go to cash, that's, wow, $69,000. That's an expensive model. Wow, that's an expensive car. I mean, if you can afford that, 100% more power to you. But I feel like at the rate we're going with gas prices going down, it's a hard justification, hard pull for that. I feel like the Model Y should 100% be in like the 55 to 60K mark. And I think once they introduce the Model Y standard range and figure out with all the tax credits and all that stuff, it might be a better deal. But let me know you guys' thoughts on all this. What are you guys thinking? Let's look at, hey, tech unboxing. Welcome back again. Thank you again for jumping back in and checking it out. But yeah, some definitely interesting stuff. But yeah, this is a quick synopsis. I wanted to come out and talk to you guys about the news. Like, these rates are 100% correct. If you are reached out, you can get 84 months for 3.3% if you need that longer term. It's legit. It's valid. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. Please hit that like if you enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.